existence, it's a remarkable thing, full of moments of beauty, joy, and the occasional deep existential dread. But one must ask, is it all worth the schlep? The relentless hustle just to keep going, the constant struggle to survive, to find food, shelter, and purpose. For in the wild, as in life, there is but one constant, the hustle. Whether it's the majestic gazelle barely able to chew a leaf without glancing nervously over its shoulder, or the ambitious human racing against time in the office to finish that report, the question lingers, is any of it worth the effort? The cheetah, an animal built for speed, the fastest land mammal capable of reaching 60 miles per hour in mere seconds. But why? What drives this magnificent creature to push its body to the limit in a race against time? To eat, of course. A cheetah's entire existence is built around a singular, relentless mission. Catch a gazelle, and should the cheetah fail, it must spend hours recovering before trying again, exhausting all of its energy just for a meal. It's the animal kingdom's version of a 9 to 5, but with more sprinting and fewer meetings. But sometimes even the fastest creatures fail. And so, the cheetah's life becomes a continual hustle. Is it worth it? After all, the gazelle is still out there, munching grass, completely unaware of the existential toll on its would-be predator. The ants. Perhaps the hardest working creatures in the entire animal kingdom. Day in and day out, they hustle, carrying crumbs many times their own size, marching tirelessly in perfect formation. But why? What drives this ceaseless toil? Alas, the ant is distracted by the futility of its efforts. The crumb slips away, rolling out of reach as the ant watches in dismay. And yet, does it stop? No, the ant picks itself up unbothered and begins the journey again, the relentless pursuit of, a slightly bigger crumb, an endless cycle of hauling and storing, and for what? The glory of colony survival. Indeed, the ant's life is a reminder of the unyielding grind that defines existence. But does it ever stop to question, is all this schlepping really worth it? Or is it merely a game of never-ending accumulation for no discernible reason? And here we find the human, engaged in what is perhaps the most universal hustle of all, the corporate grind. Much like the cheetah chasing its prey, the human chases productivity, career advancement, and success. Emails pile up, meetings stack one after the other, and the clock ticks inexorably forward. Even in their moments of respite, the human is never truly at rest. A notification, an email, constant reminders that the hustle never ends. The treadmill of existence moves forward, whether the human is ready or not. But is it worth it? The promotions, the pay raises, the endless to-do lists? Yes, the daily commute. The ultimate symbol of the human struggle, an endless, futile effort to reach a destination, only to be delayed by the cruel irony of traffic. Is it worth it, dear viewer? Is the pursuit of success truly worth the sacrifice of time, comfort, and sanity? And here we observe the delicate balance of nature, the constant struggle for survival. The deer, so innocently grazing, is unaware that its very existence is in danger. And while the wolf's actions may appear aggressive, it too is driven by a primal instinct to eat, to survive, to carry on. But for how long? And here's the catch: neither the wolf nor the deer will escape the cycle of effort for long. The wolf must hunt every day, expending tremendous energy. The deer, too, must graze constantly, lest it weaken and fall prey. Neither has the luxury of slowing down. For existence is one long hustle, and the stakes are rather high. Yes, the human hunt for food. But unlike the wolf or the deer, the human search is far more bureaucratic. Armed with coupons, credit cards, and a shopping list, the human combs through the aisles of the grocery store in search of sustenance. But even here, the hustle never ends. Low-fat, gluten-free, organic, and locally sourced. Every choice comes with its own set of challenges. And at the end of the day, the hunter returns home with a bounty of snacks and pre-packaged meals. They have expended all their energy, and yet, it's nothing more than an illusion of progress. For even the simplest of meals requires a sacrifice of time, money, and sometimes sanity. Sleep. The one time in existence when humans can momentarily escape the endless hustle. But even here, the human mind continues to toil, calculating the day ahead, worrying about tasks yet to be done. Even sleep becomes a battleground. So much for rest. For when you've spent the day hustling, it's only natural that your mind will hustle even in the dead of night. Is it any wonder the human has invented dreams to give the illusion of respite from the schlep? And so, dear viewers, the question lingers. Is existence worth the schlep? The endless hustle for survival, the constant search for meaning, the daily grind of life? Or is the Schlep itself the meaning, the very essence of existence? Perhaps the journey is what matters, not the destination. Of course, there's always the option of doing absolutely nothing and letting the world hustle on by. Perhaps that's the ultimate answer. But for now, we will leave you to ponder this question as you hustle your way through life. Thank you for joining us in our little thought experiment. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to share your thoughts and any suggestions for future episodes in the comments below. And until next time, never stop meandering.